Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we not the ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yani had to buy, Yani had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.
Trust, we ain't taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, pretty leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful the people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutting, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. So they get the completion. That's good. But, Charles, probably not good to get hit on the first play of the game.
No coaching staff ever wants their quarterback hit on any passing play, especially to start the game. What you're hoping is you have one of those tough guys back there. But sometimes when they get hit early, gets the juices flowing, and they get right.
Complete to T.J. Hawkinson. A gain of 14. First down, Packers.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd and 9 now.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and the Pop will have to punt it away.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be out right at the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Oh, he sheds himself free. The 20. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 38 yards on the scamper there. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
They'll look to throw here. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. He sets to fire deep, and that is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. Back to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Gaines. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 51 yards for him on the ground so far. A great start to this divisional round contest. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll try and run for it. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. But it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going forward there is the right call.
He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Striker, 3-3. Ready?
They'll look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Max Crosby buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Watch out now, 50 Fury.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Down. Black Ultra. Black Shot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Gaines. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Gaines. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14. Seahawks, nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Packers pick it up. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping it.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Come on, set. Cheetah. Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Red, yellow.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now a handoff up the middle. Gaines. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Second down, Gaines, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. They'll keep it on the ground. Gaines, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Here we go, set.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game.
There he goes left side. He's at the 40, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. Taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Seahawks get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd down now. Gaines. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you cross country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's low. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's low. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's low. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less.
Ready?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are back within a score. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Extra point splits the uprights. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Okay, now. Eagle blue.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come in like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they've got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Slide 2. 6. Mega.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. Rolling to his right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. Gaines, and he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 99 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go. Gaines. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Gaines. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
try it here. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Up the middle they go. Gaines. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Gregory Rousseau. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now as to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
52 Glasgow. Trouble, 38.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really starting to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
On second down, Gaines, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Packers have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Ready.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Back to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's low.
Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Packers are moving on as we say thanks for watching and so long.